Yes, ma'am.
My name is Sarah Blazovich. I co-founded Sunrise Movement, and part of why we launched Sunrise was because a lot of us were young people, a part of the climate movement, who were really inspired by your campaign, saw the millions of young people who came out of the woodwork, wanted to be a part of a political revolution.
See, I'm smiling. You make me very happy.
And we saw, and I personally felt so inspired and moved by how you called out the fossil fuel billionaires and created the connection between the climate crisis and the economic crisis, and called out the people who are responsible for all the crises our society faces. So as I know you know, we have less than 12 years to radically transform our entire economy and society away from fossil fuels to preserve a livable future for future generations. And I know you've already endorsed a Green New Deal, but I want to ask, will you back not just a Green New Deal, but the core of the Green New Deal, which is a World War II scale 10-year economic mobilization
Yes.
that will preserve environmental sustainability, and will you make that a day one priority if you're elected president?
Yes. I in this sense, look, it's a matter of fact. Thank you. In fact, I'm going to have you by my side giving that speech. Do it better than I do. I often do use the example. Two examples that are kind of military examples. One of the examples I say, imagine that you turn on the news today and somebody says, this giant meteorite is, it's like a science fiction movie, you go to the movies, except Bruce Willis is not going to get up there to destroy it. Remember that movie where Bruce Willis went up there? But this giant thing is going to destroy the planet, and we got to do something about it. Well, in a sense, it's kind of what we're talking about. The second point that you made, I don't know how many people know this, but when Pearl Harbor took place in December of 1941, the United States was absolutely unprepared to fight two wars, a war in Asia and a war in Europe. They were absolutely unprepared. And yet in 2.5 years, by mid-1943, the war was essentially won, because the United States used all of its industrial capabilities, converted car manufacturing into tank manufacturing, plane manufacturing. But in other words, in 2.5 years, the economy was producing the planes and the guns and the tanks we needed to win both wars. So to answer your question, there's no question in my mind that we have the economic capability of, we can't do it alone, of leading the world, to transform our energy system. And one of the benefits of that is not only the jobs that we can create, mindful that some jobs in fossil fuel will be lost, and we will protect those people. We're not going to push them out. They need help. And we'll re-educate and find good jobs for those people. But also, and maybe I'm crazy on this one, but I think that climate change could be the issue that brings countries from all over the world together. If you're in China right now, and you're in India right now, and you're in Russia, and you're in Germany, or you're in Latin America, you know what? You're dealing with climate change. And with good leadership, I think we can do some extraordinary things worldwide to bring the people of this planet together, to save this planet for our future generations. So I agree with everything you said. And this will be, we are going to raise this issue. I was, nobody remembers this, I was at a debate, I don't know, CBS or CNN or something, and somebody says, well, Senator, what do you think the major foreign policy or national security crisis is? And they expect me to say Al-Qaeda or ISIS or something like that. I said, well, actually, it's climate change.
That's right.
At which they laughed. They're not laughing now. All right, so this is an issue that we are going to heighten. We're going to talk about not only saving the planet, not only creating jobs, but we can lower utility bills for people. Did you know that? We don't talk about that enough. So you don't believe that climate change is real, but if you want me to lower your electric bill in half over a 20-year period, put up some solar panels and we'll help you do that.
That's right.
Okay?